Hi,
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Nice background. Where are you?
I am right outside my door. So like literally,
Cool. You're
yeah.
enjoying the fresh air.
Yeah, I was like, maybe I'll go outside. I've never done this before, so I was like, I don't know. The lighting and everything. My room is kind of dark right now, so I was like,
Hmm.
we'll go out here.
No, this is perfect. That's what we need right now. The
How have you been?
breath of fresh air. I'm good. Yeah, just hanging in here, doing my stuff. Tell us where you are.
I'm in
What city?
yeah, I'm in Los Angeles, California. I'm
Nice.
from Connecticut though, but I've been out here for I think almost 6 years now. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
And where are you originally from?
Well, I was born in Florida and I grew up in Connecticut. So, like my whole life up until like
Florida.
was in Connecticut, yeah. And
Nice.
then yeah, just moved out here. I think it was 2014. So, it's been a minute, but
I
I love
see.
it here though.
I see. For those who just joined, I completely forgot to introduce. I'm interviewing today beautiful Megan Olette. Is that how you pronounce it? Olette? No,
Yeah,
say it.
close enough. It's
Yeah?
Willette. Yeah.
Okay, because like I tend to pronounce it in French way, but I know like in English it sounds a little bit different, so I wasn't sure.
Yeah, no, I mean, I was told Willette. So it is
Olette.
like French Canadian, but
Olette. Yeah,
yeah,
so like French.
everyone
Mhm.
says like Oulette. I'm like, what? It's fine. I'm not
Hmm.
too.
Ule. But I think if it's double T and E, then you have to pronounce T in the end. But
Oulette, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so Megan has been a dancer and atmosphere model with Groove International for probably how many years now?
Let's see, maybe like 2 or 3 years, maybe three.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow,
A-
time flies.
And do
Yeah.
you typically perform in what cities with Groove International?
Well, I started working for him when I moved out to LA, so just Los Angeles. But
Okay.
yeah, I used to live in Connecticut though, so I'd go to New York a
Hmm.
lot. But as far as Groove, just LA.
I think well, didn't we do a gig in Orange County too, though, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
so LA and Orange County, yeah,
yeah.
so far what I remember.
Last one. Where was our last one? It was in Hollywood, I think. It was a long time.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
It
So
was in Hollywood. Oh, seems like forever, girl. We need to hang out more.
I know, right?
John, we need to hang out more. Did you hear that? All right. So, how's your quarantine going? Like, what have you been doing? That's a strange
um,
time.
yeah, I've just been trying to stay busy and positive.
Hmm.
And you know, I've been trying to do a lot of things that were on my to-do list for like ever, just things I have never gotten
Yeah.
to.
Hmm.
Um, it's weird, like how like you transition and you're just like, what do I do with all this free time, you know? And so
Hmm.
in the beginning, I just went really crazy with cleaning. Like cleaning everything like KonMari style. Went through like everything I own, like
Spring cleaning, huh?
donations, like
You know,
uh,
that's funny, but I hear that from like I see videos of people doing all this. I'm like, I feel like everyone has done it except for me. I'm like, do I want to do a deep cleaning?
well, I mean, I wasn't like, cleaning every square inch or anything, but I was like going through everything I have. I
Hmm.
I tend to like keep everything. So I was like, all right, it's time to deal with this.
I know,
But then
yeah.
well, like nuts and I started like color coding my closet and what else? I changed
Wow.
my passwords, like just weird stuff that you just don't ever well, I don't do that stuff, but
Yeah.
no, but then
Nice.
started taking live classes, like dance classes.
Hmm.
So it's been like something that's, kept me positive for sure. I'm just
Exactly, exactly.
grateful for, actors that are willing to share their talent like that. Um,
Hmm.
yeah, it's just, Instagram Live. I did one Zoom class too. But yeah, that's like a big thing right now. Choreographers just like teaching class, and you just learn it, and you can film yourself and post it and stuff. It's just like something
Hmm.
fun to do. So
I've seen
that's
you've done a
something.
lot of like TikToks lately. Like you've
Oh
been
yeah.
killing it on the streets and yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Um, yeah, it's really fun actually. It's different from Instagram. I think I like it a little better actually. Um,
Hmm.
it's just like, you can do comedy or dancing, or there's just so much you can do on there. Do you have TikTok?
I don't know.
You
So
don't?
I
I feel like you.
think I opened it a long time ago when it first happened. And I think it used to be called like lit dot something. I don't
Oh,
know. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, and I never really used it, but all of a sudden I saw that my app is not called lit something anymore, but it's called TikTok. And I'm like, oh, that's weird. And I never use it. So I just deleted it. I think I still have an account, but
yeah,
like I just never use it.
that's so
And
fun. I didn't
yeah,
know that.
and then recently, I think when everybody started doing it, I just like started it again, opened it, and I'm like, you know what? It sounds like a lot to figure out. I already have Instagram, and like I'm trying to stay less on like Facebook. Like I
Yeah,
probably just never use it anymore. But anyways, yeah,
yeah,
and I was like,
spend too
I
much
don't
time
know.
on all that. But it
Yeah.
is just like a fun little thing to do. That's really all it is.
Yeah, it's very creative for
It is
sure.
creative, yeah. And
Like
I'm doing an ad for TikTok.
huh.
um,
Yeah, like I see a lot of people doing it and I'm like, how do they even like add those like sounds? Like, yeah, that's pretty cool.
yeah.
So,
Uh,
and that's been like keeping you pretty much positive and busy all the time, right? So,
yeah.
how long have you been like dancing in general? Like, when
Uh,
did you start? And yeah, what styles did you do?
I started in like the end of high school is when I was first like introduced to dancing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and so I did a couple talent shows, and then I think it was more in college I started like traveling to New York to take classes at like BDC. But professionally, I've been dancing for about like 7 years.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
And how did you what's like is there a favorite style that you usually do or like are you like proficient in one style more than another? Like or is it more
Yeah,
equal to you?
I prefer like commercial hip hop or street
Hmm.
jazz. Um, like girly, a little bit hood, that type of
Yeah.
style. I like heels classes. I prefer to
Hmm.
wear Converse. I guess maybe being outside isn't a good idea. I have to go inside. Uh, between like bugs, and then I'm just like, ah. Okay. Anyways, got really distracted. uh, yeah. So what was I saying?
That
Okay,
you like
commercial hip.
heel classes, yeah. Commercial
Yeah,
hip
I
hop
also
and
samba dancing. That's another thing. I just kind of wanted to
hmm.
break it and try something,
Yeah, I saw
different.
you doing like samba
Uh,
and dancing with like feathers and beautiful costumes. Awesome.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, so that's pretty fun, and I just take a lot of like hip hop classes and whatever I feel like doing, really.
Hmm. And how did you start dancing with group? What was like, um,
Um,
do you
Good
remember the
question.
first time? And
How did I start dancing with him? How did I start? How did I meet John? John, do you know?
John, type it. How did you meet?
I'm trying to think. I actually wonder if was my first one with you? I don't know. It's hard to tell. I don't know because I worked with so many different people in groups,
Yeah, I'm
so I
thinking
kind of lost
right
track
now.
of.
It might have been.
Oh, I remember. I remember. I think her name is Eleni or something. I don't know. It was like a friend of a friend that like introduced me to him. I just remembered.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was on
well,
like a video gig, and then someone like couldn't do one of his jobs and was trying to find someone to cover. Yeah, but this
mhm.
was like a few years ago now.
Yeah.
Funny. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I remember first time when he introduced you to me, he was like, yeah, that's Megan Ouellette. She's a professional dancer. Like that's what I remember. And I think it was in Anaheim. I'm not
Oh,
sure. Or was it? Yeah, I don't remember, but I just clearly remember he said that and he was like so proud of it.
oh,
So,
that's,
like going back to dancing, like, do you have any like inspirations, people um, you look into, like some influences in dance?
yeah. Sure. Um, I mean, there's so many people that inspire me, but I think well, the first person I would say is Luam. I don't know if you've heard of her. Have you heard of her? She's
Luam?
from Luam.
Yeah, from Broadway Dance Center, right?
So
Yes.
it was about 10 years ago or something. It's a long time ago. She was posting YouTube videos of her choreography, like her
Hmm.
classes. And I saw them, and it was like the end of high school for me at that time. And I just remember being like, I have to learn this. Like,
Hmm.
so that's kind of how I started dancing was just, trying to learn her choreography. And it was through YouTube videos where you had to kind of like flip the screen, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
Instagram Live, it's already mirrored for you, but like, back then you were figuring it out, like,
Ah,
you know what I mean?
I didn't
So
even
yeah, I
know
did
that.
that a ton. And then, so yeah, her style. And then, I mean, I have a lot of friends out here that really inspire me. Um, a couple of people are like Sam Allen and Matt Stefanina, just like people that are working hard all the time. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and then, yeah, I mean, I guess there's so many people, like, you know what I
I
mean?
know it's hard to say.
Good.
Especially
Um,
here in LA, everybody is like very different and have really strong personalities. So, yeah. So, since you started dancing with Groove, how has it
yeah,
been
yeah.
for you? Like, um, dancing at because it's not like, like some, like, I don't know, like, how you were trained, but most of the time, all these classes are like choreography classes. And
Yeah.
you have strict directions and you learn the sequence and then you perform. With Groove, it's basically an improvisation. So how has it been for you, like dancing with the bands and
Only freestyling, or go-go dancing. Um, yeah, I mean, it's just kind of like,
oh, you froze a little bit. Ah, we can't hear you, Megan. Come back. Let's let's wait for a second. I don't know why the connection got bad or something. Can you say something? Hmm. For some reason, you're muted now. Yeah. I mean, I can hear your like I can see your lip sync, am I, or something, but I can't hear anything you say. Do you wanna maybe you can sign off and back on, come back on? Do you want to do that? Let me let me do this. Let me do that. Hi, it's me again. Okay. Yes, I can hear you now.
We're back.
I can hear you, Steph. Sorry, I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I don't know either. That was weird.
Yeah,
It might be the signal at my place. It's a little weird sometimes. What
maybe.
are you asking? I'm trying to remember.
So I was asking you, how is it to dance at, because it's like fully improvisation. Basically, you can do whatever you like.
Yeah.
And
I mean, it's like go-go dancing. I tend to describe go-go dancing as freestyling. Because some
mm-hmm.
people think it's working, and it's not that. Not all the time. So, yeah. I just kind of go
Yeah.
with whatever the back is. You know, there's a lot of different bands, and they all are totally unique. Whatever music is on, actually, because I guess we actually tend to dance more when there's, you know, just regular music playing, not the bands
Mm-hmm.
themselves. Um, yeah, just kind of like do whatever I'm feeling, you know.
Yeah.
What's so fun
Yeah.
about it? I feel like work. You're just kind of like living life, and then you get off, and you're like, oh yeah, now I'm, you know,
Yeah.
paying my rent with
It's
that.
it's it's cool that you can, like, with that job you can basically and you have fun at the same time.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's what's great about dancing. It really doesn't feel like work, you know. I mean even when it is a lot of work, um, it still just feels like a dream that you're even able to like make a living doing it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Yeah. Has it been anything funny that happened to you, like I don't want to say weird situations, but like something like fun, okay, funny occasions at the performances or
Um,
something?
something funny that's happened. I mean, yeah, there's been a lot of things that are kind of funny, and it would be funny to like a person that doesn't dance. But like, I think maybe one of the things that's pretty consistent and funny is the costumes. Um, I've worn some of the weirdest costumes that you could ever imagine. Like, I'm thinking like Insomniac, you know, like EDC. Um, yeah, main stage EDC. I remember one time I had to wear like this big monster costume. So that was a thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty funny. And um, you know, I don't know. Oh, another one. One time I had to dress up as like a chick, or like a chicken. It's more like a chick with Jennifer Hudson.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, you just never know what's gonna happen sometimes, you know. Um, yeah, I would definitely say some of the weirdest things I've done involve weird costumes, for sure.
Yeah, yeah, that's for sure. I like how can you hear me okay right now, or did the sound lower down, or can you hear me fine?
Oh no, I can hear you. Okay.
Okay. So I don't know, something happened to my phone a little bit, and I
Oh
don't hear you as loud as I used as before, but I
no.
can,
Okay. Can you hear me now?
if you hear me, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. So I was just saying, like, I love how John usually like does all these like themes, whether it's superheroes or like pirates or I don't know, Pink
I.
Ribbon,
Mhm.
um, films like Fifth Element or
Star Wars.
Star Wars. Yeah, that's like, I think that's very creative and fun.
Yes.
And people always
Yeah. No,
like
it is really fun.
interested in that and want to take pictures. And yes, we usually get these questions all the time. Are you guys singers? Are you guys a band? They're like, no, we're here for the whole night. We're dancers.
Yeah.
When are you guys
Yeah.
performing?
People are like, "What are you doing?"
Um, so like,
I tend to think that we're just like
going
there
back
for.
to your dance career. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh no, I was just saying like a lot of people sometimes think that we just dressed up and showed up like that. We're like, no, no,
Yeah.
we're working. It's fun.
Yeah. So going back to your dance career, what are your goals? Like, what do you see, like, your ultimate goal in dance? Like, what do you want to do? Like,
My ultimate goal has always been to dance for an artist and like travel the world. That would be
mm-hmm,
awesome, but like realistically right now, that's not probably even a good idea. So, I mean, I think sometimes we think that our like ultimate goal is like that's it. But sometimes we like along the way find a different path or like something else that makes us probably even happier than we even thought we could be. And I mean, one thing that I've done that kind of stands out to me even to this day is working on a Netflix film and or a
mm-hmm,
movie. And ever since being on that set, I literally was just like, oh my god, like I want to do that again. So that's
mm-hmm.
definitely something I would love to do again, is just be like a part of like a movie again. Um, that's a big one. And then, but yeah, I still would like to travel and dance for an artist. I still love that. So I'll put that in the universe. But then, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I have a lot of things I thought about teaching again. I don't know, and happy. So I'm kind of just like going for the ride and see what happens, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Especially right now,
Yeah.
it's hard to say what's going to happen with the dance industry. So I'm kind of keeping that in mind, you know? But, you know, we'll see. Hopefully everything will be back to normal at some point and we'll be able to do these like gigs on stage. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
We'll see.
yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
What about you?
Let's see if anyone has any questions. And um, John, do you have any questions for us? Well, if I know, like on my personal experience, from my personal experience, when I ask questions, it takes several seconds to actually get the questions because for some reason they hear us a little bit later than this actually
Uh,
happens.
Interesting. I
Yeah,
didn't know that.
so see, like now we got a question from John, and he's asking, "What's your favorite color Care Bear?" What?
Which is important for everyone to know. I like don't want to
Oops,
upset you, but I don't really
you
watch that
froze.
show.
Megan, you froze.
Oh,
Let me just and you're muted again. Let me just do the same thing what I did earlier, and I'll just add you. Yeah. Technical difficulties.
all right.
Hey, I can hear you now.
Okay. My screen is frozen, but
Yeah, I don't know why. And now you're muted again. Okay, do you want to request me one more time? Can you
is it
still hear
working?
me?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. Good thing because John asked a really important question. No, but I'm kidding. So I don't really watch that show. Sorry to tell you that, but my favorite color I can tell you is blue in
Say it
general.
again. What color? I'm sorry. My sound is so bad. I don't know what happened to my phone, and all of a sudden it's like really low. I can't figure it
Oh,
out.
weird. Yeah, no, I'm just saying that my favorite color is blue, so I'm just gonna go with that because I don't know how to answer that question. So funny.
All right. Well, see something. Is there any other questions you guys have? Let us know right now. We're gonna be on for probably a couple of more minutes. So if anyone has any questions, let us know. Oh my God, girl, it's so nice to see you.
It's so good to see you too. Huh?
Your lighting and like nature in the background.
You like that? You're funny. It was either this or like my room, and that would be really dark. So I was like, let's just hang with nature and hope a spider doesn't jump onto us. I'm very serious though. I'm afraid of a spider like crawling onto me right now.
All right. Well, I don't see any questions anymore. I just wanted to let you know it was so nice to talk to you, and thanks to Groove to giving me this opportunity to host this episode. And we're going to be going live every Wednesday at 12. And thanks so much for being a part of Groove. And I can't wait to dance with you again when everything is done. And
yes, me too. I can't wait.
Safe.
You too. Thanks for having me. Bye, girl.
Thank you. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, guys. Thanks so much for joining. And again, this was Laman. And I've been a dancer and model with Groove International for a few years now. And tune in next Wednesday at 12. And check out who our next guest will be. Thank you. Bye, guys.